Welcome to our role-playing series on Homebrew. Our main event is going to be kicking off come June and will be a online Genesys role-playing campaign with a party of 4. Did I say party of 4? It'll be party of 3, sorry. I conclude myself as a player. Us GMs are always looking to just eke into there, aren't we? Anyways, that should be coming up, and you'll get to watch my friends run through my world of dwelling and try to survive as I scramble to maintain my grips as a GM as they throw me curveball left and right. Should be a lot of fun. Until then, we've got a special treat for you. Me and Mrs. Overlord, Sarah, will be doing a duet role-playing campaign. So this will be an origin story for her character, Emery, that she'll be playing come June. So essentially what a duet RPG is where you have one player and the GM, which is a lot of fun, and it's great for those of folks who are, you only got you and one other person and you're looking to get into this. It's totally doable. There are a few pit traps and things that can cause it to come unraveling apart, so hopefully we can help address those for you. But before we go too much further, we got to go into what system we're going to be using. So we'll be using Genesys, but a highly homebrewed version of Genesys. Now, why aren't we just doing the normal Genesys method? Well, quite frankly, there was a lot with the base Genesys that left us for wanting, specifically because we were very, very new. It's our first system that we've ever tried. And I think because we watched a lot of D&D, there are some things that we thought were a given. For instance, battle map. And Genesys, the standard system, doesn't really have a lot that can accommodate for that. For instance, there's no movement speed, right? And range bands are a little bit funny. So just to kind of accommodate for all of the backgrounds of all of the players and for myself as a DM or a GM, we decided that we would just homebrew the crap out of it. And it's been a lot of fun. And, that's really the meaning of the heart of this whole series is that make it work for you, right? So that's why we're using the system that we are. Why aren't we just using D&D if that's kind of where a lot of our inspiration came from? Well, D&D, especially 5e, for us was really intimidating. We didn't know the difference between 4e and 5e and 3.5 or anything like that. We just knew that when you go on to D&D Beyond, there's a lot of resources out there for you. And that kind of made us shy away from it. But we do have a lot of experience with Fantasy Flight's games. We had a lot of experience with Descent, especially 2nd edition, and we had a lot of fun with it. And so we thought, hey, this role-playing, the Terranoth system was coming out with Genesys. Not a lot to pick up, not a lot to read. So we thought, hey, that was a great way to get into it. And, there's definitely a learning curve. So if you're looking to get into any sort of RPG, you can get into exactly what we're doing. I'll be posting all of the resources that you need to make standard Genesys homebrewed into what we do. And those will be included with the videos that we are posting. Otherwise, you can get into 5e, anything else that's out there, and still use the same concepts that we are. And if everything goes well with this channel, maybe you'll get to see us learn 5e and, roll with the punches too. And, that way you can commiserate with us, okay? So that's why we're playing what we are. We're also playing online. The reason for this is just to help with logistics. We got people who live over an hour away, and we've started to use the Roll20 system, the Roll20 site, and we've built up a lot of resources for that, and it's pretty amenable. So we do have some games that are tabletop. And so we'll be posting eventually some of our backtracks, so to speak, and maybe you'll get to see some of our games that are here at the tables. So good to have you, and we'll be looking forward to that. A couple other things I wanted to cover here at this first video is, we're not professionals. Most of our group has less than a year of D&D experience and less than 5 years of RPG experience. So we'll not be giving you the experience that you might be looking for if you're just coming off of watching Critical Role or one of my favorites, Dungeons & Dragonheim. But that's really not what we're looking to give you either. We're actually not going to be tailoring what we're doing here to the audience, you guys. We're here to have fun, and we're here to play with each other. So if you're looking to learn, though, and you're looking to get that authentic experience, what to expect when you're just getting into role-playing games, this is a good what I was saying, it's a good balance for you. It's a good sense of perspective, okay? Additionally, I'll be posting a couple other videos with each session. So after each session, I will be doing a recap as the DM, essentially going over what went sideways and how did I accommodate for it. Furthermore, I'll be going over all of my preparations for the next session. So if you're looking to get into this, you will have that at your fingertips. We'll also be recording all of our session zeros. So you'll get to learn about everything that we do before dice even hit the table that's necessary for you to even get a good game in. So on top of that, if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and put them in the comments during the streams or even in the videos, and I'll get back to you. If I can't do it during the stream, then I can do it during the recap sessions. I can incorporate those, and we'll also be having some of the players monitor some of the comments during the stream to see if we can really hit a couple of those and get some good engagement with you guys during the actual content. Now, the next time you'll see me should be during the duet with Mrs. Overlord. Should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to see it.